Hello family, welcome back to the channel, MC Love Matters. I hope you are doing well, and if you are new to the channel, welcome as well. Today we're talking about being a frugal wife, a frugal person. So how does it sound? Good? So let's get into the video. So don't skip the video, watch until the end and you can get some tips, okay? Okay, I think I'm calm now so we can talk, right? Yeah, I was a bit crazy, I don't know. So the first thing that I will go on and tell you in, first tip that I can tell you when it comes to frugal living is have your priorities straight. You have to know what is important to you. Basically, don't just do things to please people. Don't just buy to please people. Don't just give to please people, especially when it comes to giving. You have to have, there's a heart of giving. You have to give out of good hearts, not because they will say, oh, so and so gave, this amount to the poor children, to the orphans, or to the church. Most of the time people do that. They don't reap the benefit of that because God knows, He sees, He knows your heart. So when you try to do things just to flash, just to impress, you just throw your money in the garbage, basically. So live within your means, have your priorities straight. The other thing that I will tell you is plan your life. Planning is very important. Plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. In my last video, like when I was doing the grocery haul, I was talking about meal planning. I plan my meals for the week. So I can tell you what we're eating Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like I plan so that when I don't get frustrated with the question of what are we eating today, because I know many wives, many people, that's the question that you don't want to hear most of the time, because you're like, I don't even know myself, like I'm thinking what are we eating. So when you have your meals planned for the week, trust me, you feel light in that area at least. So plan your day, plan who are you supposed to call today, plan, basically plan, because a frugal living, it's a life of planning and discipline. You have to be disciplined to live a frugal life. The other thing is budget. Yes, budget. Make sure you write your budget at the beginning of the month or at the end of the previous month. Write the budget of the month. How much are you planning on spending on this and that? Like write it down to the penny if possible. Even if you're planning on going to someone's birthday party, are you intending to buy them a gift? Write it down. You have to. And actually, birthday party, do we even talk about birthday parties anymore? I don't think so. So scratch that. But what I'm trying to say is, write it down. Even if you have to give a gift to someone, write it down. If it comes that they invite you this week and then the party is next week, you did not plan. If you can attend, you attend. If you cannot, you don't, because it's not in your budget. Be disciplined. Stay within your budget. On my video on the grocery store, somebody asked me, how come I don't see African food there? Trust me, I love my African food. I love it. But reality is, it's too expensive. It is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Eating African food, it's expensive. So it's just as if, I'm in Cameroon and somebody is telling me to eat lasagna, chicken and broccoli and all those things. Those are the things that are super cheap here. But back there, it's expensive. So that's the reverse. So back home, cassava leaves, it's nothing, right? But here, if you want to cook cassava leaves, all the ingredients that go in, it's expensive. So right now, I refrain from that. I'll eat African food about once a week or even once every 2 weeks, whenever I can. But it's not my number one go-to meal right now. It's too expensive for me, I'm telling you. I love it, but it's expensive. At least for the journey I'm in right now, once a week is good to go. So stay within your budget. That's very important. The other thing is, trust me, do it yourself. Do it yourself. I've learned it. Do it yourself. It's so important. It's even rewarding by the time you look at the things that you were able to do with your own hands. One thing I can say, for example, your girls, your children's hair, if you have girls, it's expensive. Okay, so sit down on YouTube, just like you're watching me right now. Learn how to do hair. I'm all in support to local businesses. Yes, I'm a local business owner too. But at the same time, there are certain things that you can do yourself. If you usually bring your girls to the hair salon every 2 weeks, probably now bring them once a month, and the other time you do it yourself. Learn, learn to cut your son's hair. Once in a while you go to the barber shop, because trust me, they are professional. They do a fantastic job. Like, I'm not saying that, and then we have to support businesses, right? But do what you can to save money. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, do what you can to save money. Yeah. So frugal living, remember, cut on certain things. It's important so that your wallet can breathe a bit. So learn to do things. People who know me know that I usually say, oh, I'm not good at doing things. I challenged myself this year to learn how to do certain things. For example, my Christmas table, I did not spend more than $10. Actually, I spent less than $10 on my Christmas table. Why? Because I was able to recycle things that I have at home, and I bought a tablecloth at the dollar store. I will look for a picture. I'll try to put a picture somewhere so that you can see my Christmas table. But listen, I was so happy to see how it turned out, because I did out of nothing. I had all those things at home. Previous decoration, they were home. Normally I would say, oh, this year I want white, this year I want blue. No, I did with what I had at home when it comes to my Christmas table. So little things like that, decor, women, we have it in our blood. Trust me, you don't have to be a professional to decorate your house. Professionals do a fantastic job. Hey, listen, probably when I become, that billionaire or millionaire, I will probably hire somebody to decorate my house, but for now I do with what I can. And actually I love it. You just look at things and then you put into place and you feel like I've done something, right? So do it yourself. Even entertainment, we spend so much money on entertainment. Like, you go on somebody's birthday, we have to go to this restaurant, actually right now we don't even have a choice, we have to stay home anyway. But when things resume, try to cut certain things, activities that you don't necessarily have to attend. You don't have to go to every birthday party. Just try to do the things that you can. Have a party at home with your loved ones, your family, your very, very tight circle. Have them at home, you guys eat and drink, you have fun at home, you cook yourself, and even if you have to order, you don't have to, it's more expensive when you go and sit down at the restaurant. Probably order in when you want to have that fancy thing. And even that fancy thing, trust me, you can do it at home. Actually, I'm throwing a challenge right here. When it comes to Valentine's dinner, do it at home. Have a fancy Valentine's dinner at home. What about that? Sounds like a plan? Yeah. Let's have a fancy Valentine's dinner at home on budget. Yes, we can do that, right? Yes, whatever you had planned for that day, make it sound fancy and then have a nice dinner at home. It's doable. It is doable. Trust me. Like, we spend so much money. It's not because we cannot have fun at home. It's because we lack creativity. So do it yourself. Have entertainment. Like, those things, when it comes to frugal living, you can enjoy yourself at a very cheap price. Frugal living doesn't mean poor living or cheap living. Actually, it's cheap. It's cheap, but in a good way. Yes. Frugal living, it's not poor, it's not starving yourself, it's not going without clothes, it's all those things. It basically means living within your means, with what you need. Simple life, don't overdo it. And my goal in this frugal living thing is so that I can enjoy later on, okay? I can have this fancy lifestyle eventually. But that I can afford, not on the borrowed money. So that's what I see when I talk about being frugal. I'm frugal now so that I can enjoy tomorrow with my own, within my means. Good. Those are the little tips that I wanted to give you today when it comes to frugal living. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you applied them. Very important, because remember, frugal living is not poor living. It's actually, for me, it's a way of saving so that I can enjoy later on. I can have that lifestyle that I want. I will let you go now. So until next time, you take care of yourself. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And follow me on my other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, at MC_Love Matters. Okay, so I will see you very, very soon in my next video. You take care of yourself. À bientôt.